Hi, my name is Saran. I'm a music production mentor with Southern Word, and I'm coming to you today with Studio NPL to cover the Home Audio Kit. This Home Audio Kit will give you access to record from the comfort of your own home, whether you're using a computer, a tablet, or a smartphone. So without further ado, let's jump in and cover what equipment is included in this kit. So when you open this kit, you should have a pair of headphones, a microphone, an XLR mic cable, and last but not least, an iRig Pre. So this is all the gear that you need to record, and in the next upcoming videos, I will show you how to set up the Home Audio Kit with whatever device that you are using. So stay tuned. Thank you. All right, so next what we're going to do is we're going to set up the entire Home Audio Kit. So starting with the iRig Pre, on the bottom of the iRig, you notice that there's a port for your microphone. So we're gonna grab the cable that has the 3 prongs, and we're gonna plug that into the bottom. Then we're going to grab the microphone, and then the other end of the microphone cable, and we're going to plug this in. And you should know that it's properly secured when you hear a click. And then last but not least, we're gonna take the headphone and then find the port on the top of the iRig Pre and plug that in. And so from here, you are good to go. Okay, so we're gonna take the iRig, we're gonna plug it into the microphone port on a computer. Make sure that it's going into the microphone port and not the headphone port. Sometimes on different computers, especially Macs, the microphone and the headphone port are actually the same one. But for PCs, typically they can be separate. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to open up Garageband and then you want to create a new audio track. So the next thing that you want to check is you want to make sure that your iRig Pre is turned on. So the first thing is to make sure that there's a battery in the back. After the battery is installed, then you're going to flip this switch to on, and you should see a green light appear. Next, we're going to grab the microphone, and there's a switch on the front of the microphone. We're going to flip that to on as well. And then we are going to look at this dial on the side of the iRig Pre, and we're going to use this to adjust the audio level to make sure that we're getting a good, clean signal coming into our program. Press record at the top. You will hear a metronome click off, and now you are ready to record. And then you can stop it by pressing the space bar, and then you can go back and listen to what you just recorded. Take the iRig Pre and you're going to plug it into a lightning adapter, and then you're going to take that lightning adapter and you're going to plug it into the bottom of the iPad. Open up a new session in Garageband, and then you're going to create a new audio recorder track. And once you do that, you will see a meters, and now it's time to get signal. So the next thing that you want to check is you want to make sure that your iRig Pre is turned on. So the first thing is to make sure that there's a battery in the back. After the battery is installed, then you're going to flip this switch to on, and you should see a green light appear. Next, we're going to grab the microphone, and there's a switch on the front of the microphone. We're going to flip that to on as well. And then we are going to look at this dial on the side of the iRig Pre, and we're going to use this to adjust the audio level to make sure that we're getting a good, clean signal coming into our program. We're going to look at the meter, and we're going to slowly adjust the gain control until we're getting our signal at a nice place to where it's not going in the red. But every time you talk, you should see the meter move. We can press record. You will hear the metronome click. You're going to record the audio.
One, two, yep, 1, 2.
And then you can play it back and listen to it.
1, 2, yep, 1, 2, 1, 2, yep.
Take the iRig setup and plug it into the lightning adapter, and then you're going to take the adapter and plug it into the mobile device. Open up a new session. Create an audio recorder track, and then you'll notice the meter pops up. So the next thing that you want to check is you want to make sure that your iRig Pre is turned on. So the first thing is to make sure that there's a battery in the back. After the battery is installed, then you're going to flip this switch to on. You should see a green light appear. Next, we're going to grab the microphone, and there's a switch on the front of the microphone. We're going to flip that to on as well. And then we are going to look at this dial on the side of the iRig Pre, and we're going to use this to adjust the audio level to make sure that we're getting a good, clean signal coming into our program. To speak into the mic at a good volume or sing into the mic, you want to get the volume at a nice place that is not going into the red on the meter. You press record, you hear the metronome, and then from there, you are now recording your audio. Do some test audio and then stop it. And then you can listen back and hear what you did.
This is a test recording of using the home audio kit from Studio NPL for mobile devices.
When you are finished with a kit, please make sure that you refer to the inventory sheet and make sure that all the different components of the home audio kit make it back into the box before you return it. Thank you.